and stand for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. As you know, we called the special meeting to get the stuff cleaned up off of last May's meeting, because we didn't do the whole meeting. You guys just approved the APs and paying the bills and stuff. Plus Steve will not be here for June's meeting, so we were trying to get it through today, but now Steve's out sick, so that's the reason for the special meeting. So the next item on the agenda is agenda additions and deletions. And we don't have 5 members, so you can't do that. So I would like approval of the agenda as stated.
Approval of what?
Agenda as set.
I agree.
You have
I
to.
make a motion to approve the agenda.
Jill's making a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Hearing none. Public comment on agenda items. Pat, you have anything?
Nope.
Thank you. New business, planning commission. Steve come in and talked to me, last week, 2 weeks ago, about, Scott Pesty that we added to the planning commission. He's, out of compliance with our ordinance as set, so Steve didn't feel he should be allowed on the planning commission. So, that's where I'm at with that. So I'd like a motion to remove Scott Pesty.
I'll make the motion to remove Scott Bessie from the planning commission.
Do I have a second?
So he's in compliance of an ordinance that he's not,
Yeah, he's been for 6 months.
County treasurer, yeah.
The
I
boats.
got it.
okay,
Yep, I got it, your certificate of pay taxes. Oh.
wait for a second.
Okay.
I know, I'm thinking.
I'll second that. Now we can have discussion. What's your thoughts?
So in the ordinance, does it totally state? Does it state boats?
It does not. That's where the fight's been.
The survey?
However, the art is in us, if you look at it like that, and we who lead, we have to lead by example, not by follow the rules and we'll do what we want. So it's a catch-52.
But is that ordinance like, does it say motor?
It says recreational vehicle.
Oh,
Is it a commercial property?
yeah.
No,
No, it's okay.
Give Russ a call, see what I
Can you give some clarification on why this guy is disqualified from being on the board, on the commission?
Steve asked us to discuss it because he is out of compliance with one of our ordinances and has been for over 6 months.
And what is that? Why is he out of order?
The property down here with all the boats on it,
Okay, yep,
they have been asked to be removed since in winter. And they said they would be removed April 1st as soon as they could pull them out of there. It is now May 30th and they're still sitting there.
okay. Is that his property or?
Yes.
Oh, okay, and that's why he's out of compliance with the ordinance, and that's why he has to be removed from the planning commission, because he is not obeying the ordinance.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Hey, did you do a survey for a split or a?
We have a motion and a second. Can I do a roll call vote on that, Jill, please?
Mary?
Yeah, you can shoot that to me when you get back in the.
Yeah. We have to lead by example.
Kim?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, he's saying I
Joe,
don't think
yes.
they put that in the guy,
motion carried.
and so I don't know what he's doing.
That being said, I would like to make a motion to add Kathleen Nolan to the planning commission. He was on there with our board prior. He left with the previous board. He had been the chair for 4 years for me, so, I stopped in and talked to him the other day when Steve had brought this up. and he agreed that he would go on, back on the planning commission. So I would like to make a motion to add Callie Nolan back to the planning commission. Huh?
I spell it.
Knowlin, I believe. It's in your payroll still.
No, the first name.
Callie, K-A-L-L-I-E.
Oh, that's a Cataline.
I second it.
All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. Next up is cemetery remains, cremains. We had a call last week where, the people had they have one plot over to the cemetery, and both of those will be cremains. Their son had just died a couple weeks ago, and they had asked if they could add a third cremains. Well, our ordinance states 2, and they have to come to the board for approval for the third. Well, in the meantime, since we wrote the agenda and had everything brought up, they come in Tuesday or Wednesday and bought another plot, the plot that was next to it, so there wasn't an issue, so
We don't,
we don't have to do anything.
okay.
So they did come in and buy a plot. There was one right next to theirs.
And I did look it up when I saw this little note. Michigan has no law in the books dictating how many cremains can go in a grave.
No,
I just Googled it.
our ordinance states 2,
Right.
or come to the board for more, so that's a done deal. Next up, we have your fire hydrants policy, I'll start the policies. We changed nothing, Doug and I had wrote this years ago, so we just need it back into policies, it was just updated for us, just like everything else we have to do. So, policy for fire hydrants.
Yeah. So we don't have to do,
We have to make motions to
we
pass
gotta
them.
make a motion. So I make a motion to update the policy for the township fire hydrants.
I'll second.
What is the update you're making for the fire hydrants?
Nothing, just that the fire department maintains them, includes and not limited to repairs, cleaning snow, path to the roadway, all hydrants must be properly flagged in working order.
So that's always been the policy and you're just
Just
renewing
update,
it?
yes, just updating it, we, went down one fire hydrant because one is getting pulled out.
Okay.
Policy for fire hydrants, motion's been made and seconded, Jill, let's do roll call votes on these policies.
Hope,
Yes.
Mary,
Yeah.
Kim,
Yes.
Jill.
Next one up, single day classes, this is a pain right in the butt. The policy I have in front of you is to, be allowed to attend classes without having to come to the board for approval with the cost of the class within your budget.
I'll make the motion to approve that.
I will second. Question, comments, discussion? Question, comments, discussion?
No.
Jill? Roll call.
Well, cause if it's super expensive, we're gonna have to go for the board anyway.
Exactly
It's
right.
just the
And
ones
these,
that are-
the day classes are the $100 ones, like the
Yeah,
MTA ones we
yeah,
just had to
yeah.
pass the last round. I mean, if it's in your budget, I don't think we should have to, I mean,
Right,
we discussed it during your
Right.
departments, that
it's outrageous.
you went to a class, blah, 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 and explain.
Okay. Mary,
Yes.
Kim,
Yes.
Yes.
Jill, yes.
And the next one, this one come up from our attorney, requesting that we put this in, the next 2 actually are from our attorney. All cameras and recording devices will be kept in the designated area in the back of the room, in the meeting room from, June and forward, we will have the meetings in the hall. And everybody recording will be in the back. This purpose, safety for legs and stuff to not trip on the. So, that policy come from our attorney. I would like to make a motion to accept.
I would like to second that.
Kim,
Yes.
Hope,
Yes.
Mary,
Yes.
Jill, yes.
Are you gonna have microphone equipment available for your board members so that cameras sitting way in the back of the room can actually pick up your voice? Are you providing microphone equipment or voice?
No, ma'am.
Well, then those
Next
camera,
excuse me. The next policy up is for closed meetings, also come from the attorney. Regarding closed sessions, apparently when I was out of, and you guys had the closed session with the attorney, everybody stood just outside the door in the hallway, and that's not appropriate. So the attorney for the lawsuit had come in and he had requested this. So, they're to leave the building during the closed meeting unless there's inclement weather, then they must stay out in the outside lobby, not blocking the doors. This is to protect the integrity of the meeting. I would like a motion to accept.
And I'll second it.
Roll call.
Kim,
Yes.
Yes.
Mary, Jill, yes.
There wasn't a line behind Dent there.
Yes, yeah.
Alrighty, next up is wage scales. We need to, so we have raised, we need to make a motion to raise the elected officials.
Hold on, that's my agenda.
Cost of living wages.
Yep. Cost of living, 2.5%.
I'd like to make a motion to do a cost of living raise for the election officials, the 2.5.
Hope's made a motion, can I get
A
a second?
second.
define election officials, please.
Elected,
Elected or election officials? She said election
Oh,
officials.
elected, sorry.
Thank you. Big difference.
Hope,
Yes.
Kim,
yes.
Mary,
Yeah.
Jill, yes.
The next one up is the assessor. And as I explained during the budget hearing, the assessor hasn't had a raise since he started with us 9 years ago. He gets paid per parcel. What he should be making right now is $43,500, and we have him at $33,475. I would like to make a motion to raise Doug's wages to $35,000 per year. And also add the second line for field inspections at 4,000.
You said 4,000.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second. Discussion?
Roll call. Mary,
Yes.
Kim,
Yes.
Hope,
Yes.
Jill, yes.
Next up, board of review. I will make the motion to raise the board of review to $100 per day. Again, these hasn't been raised since God only knows. Half day to 60, so it's a $20 raise. Can I get a second?
Second.
Discussion?
Did we second it?
I second.
Children.
Oh, Jim.
Hold on. Mary?
Yes.
I was seeing if there was discussion.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Yes,
nobody said anything.
I know. You were right.
Yes.
Yes.
I believe that's all we have on here to do, right? Nothing else changed? So I would like to make a motion to accept the wage scale with the corrections. It's got your meeting dates on the top, so it's meeting dates and wage scale.
I'll second.
All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. Next up is our two ordinances. These are the ones that we had to fix from the previous board that we had to go through NEMCOG with, so they're started with, they went to the planning commission, the planning commission has sent them to the county. The county approved one, the second one they never discussed. It's been over their 30 days, their 30 days were up May 23rd, so, we can now pass these and get them into the newspaper to go into effect. So I would like to make a motion to approve ordinance number 1-2025 to take effect. Is it 15 days we have to have that one in, or 7?
15 weeks ago.
I thought so too, but I'm not positive.
Mhm.
So to take effect after the newspaper postings. I'll get the correct
Is this
date.
for medical?
It's
And
for all, yeah, zoning ones concern marijuana uses. They had passed all of this and they had passed the zoning change for the zoning map, but they didn't finish it correctly, so that's why it's come to us to finish it correctly. Did I get a second on that?
I'll second.
Discussion?
this is for rural too.
Yep, the ordinance, that part of the ordinance was done right, we just had to update these.
Can I get a copy of those ordinances before I leave today?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
And who seconded?
Mary second.
I do have to ask a question just because I am who I am. Our ordinances for marijuana, this portion is already passed, it's just this that's in question, right? Or it's the other way around?
Both of them, that's why they're in front of us, Mary.
Okay, I'm
They
just
weren't
making
finished
sure.
correctly, and we've had, one of the owners for the property thought it was already through, and they're trying to put in a marijuana. So they want to come in with an application, and we don't have it all in place, so we had to put them on hold until we could pass these.
Okay.
So, number motion's been made and seconded. Jill, I need a roll call vote.
Mary,
I have to vote no.
Kim,
Yes.
I have to vote no too.
and I decided. Guess it doesn't matter, cause it'll be tied. If I say yes.
You respond how you want to
know.
respond.
What are your beliefs? That's where you vote. And what do your neighbors want?
What's best for the township is how you should
So
vote.
I vote yes. It's good for everyone.
There you go.
It still passes. Ordinance number 2 is the rezoning, the zoning map updates that they didn't finish for the same thing. So I would like to make a motion to approve ordinance number 2-2025. Ordinance to amend the township zoning map.
A second.
And this is just for rezoning.
Yes. They went from LDR to HSC.
Is it to get them parcels at
They're all the ones along Federal Highway.
Federal Highway?
They're going highway service commercial from LDR, low density.
Cause somebody wants to build, don't they, or something?
Yeah. Do I have a second?
Cause were they,
Did I have a second? You did, right?
were they zoning, or they weren't zoned, right?
It's part of this marijuana. That's where they have designated for the marijuana to be, is only in this area, the highway service
For it.
so that's what it's for. To change it from low density to highway commercial. Motion's been made and seconded. Yes, roll call.
Mary,
Yes.
Hope,
No,
Kenny,
Yes.
Bill,
Alright, we'll get those to the, will you write yourself a note, those need to go to the newspaper? Somewhere on the stuff from Denise Klein, I have the correct one you need to send in. And you need an affidavit with that. Alrighty, next up, Beaver Creek Utilities, Beaver Creek Grayling Utility Authority. Joe Wakely has been on it since we started this in 2016, and he has, resigned. He's ready to retire for leave. This has turned into a full-time job for him since, they lost Paul, I don't know what his job title was, and so Joe's been doing all the billing and all of that, and he's on overload. So he has resigned. This position is both Beaver Creek and, it's the liaison, so it would be Beaver Creek and Grayling Township person. Grayling Township last week in their, meeting approved Scott Hansen. So what I would like to do is make a motion to add Scott Hansen to the Grayling Beaver Creek Utility Authority. Can I get a second?
I'll second.
You got it.
Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Those
Aye.
opposed, hearing none. I'll let Lacey know that that passed, hopefully before I leave. Alrighty, public comments.
Just one, and this one's for Mary Dent. You made a comment that, to the clerk, that she should vote how she believes.
And what are our neighbors telling
When,
us?
and what are your neighbors telling you? As an elected official, your personal opinions should never come into play in your vote. You should always be voting in the best interest of the township as a whole.
that is true, that's how I did.
No, no, this is to Mary.
That was to Mary. Thank
And I'm
you.
listening.
Thank you. Board members, what do you got? Hope? You had something.
What was that?
Board members, Hope. You had something you needed to discuss. What was it? Do you remember?
What was that?
I don't know. You asked me last week something you had. when do you say it? And I said, board member comments. I don't remember what it was.
Oh, I'm gonna leave it'll be for the meeting, so when I do
In
the
June?
treasurer report and
Okay.
stuff.
Okay, in June. Perfect, Mary? I got nothing, it's been a crazy week, today's the last day for the audit, I think everything's in except that one, I don't know if I did or who needs to do, but I am leaving. So one of you guys will have to fix it, I don't know
Well,
what
she
it
wants
was.
me to call her at 2, so,
Oh, that's right,
so I'll call her actually earlier, just.
alright, I had to be on
Because
the
we're
road
done
no
with
later
this.
than 11 to Traverse for the next appointment, it's been a crazy week for me with appointments and missing the 10 days with COVID, it's like, will we ever catch up? So, I think we're on a roll, everything's done for the audit, I think there's just a couple little things, but, and then the audit will be June 9th, they will be in-house for the whole week, so that's on a roll, and then we already have pretty close to having all the bank reconciliations up to date for now, so we've been doing that for the last month, so we're finally back in order, and by, July 1st, we will have all new numbers and everything in place, so we won't have all the problems that we have at the moment. So, I got nothing else. Motion to adjourn,
I'll second.
10:27.